Hello, I'm Dolores, and I'm delighted to be here with you, as if we were chatting over a cup of warm tea, sharing wonderful stories from the universe. For over 40 years, I've worked with past life regression hypnosis. I've heard experiences that have even surprised me, journeys to the stars, spaceships, and hidden places right here on Earth. Today, I want to invite you to explore a special story with me. One of my patients was guided to a secret base hidden deep within a mountain, where he saw technologies beyond imagination and memories from a distant time. Perhaps you're wondering, what is past life regression hypnosis? It's like opening a door in the mind, allowing us to access deep memories, sometimes from other lives, or from places our souls have visited. I call it the subconscious, a treasure trove of knowledge where all the answers are stored. Today's story comes from an ordinary person, just like you or me, but in a hypnotic state. He entered a world few of us could imagine. Let me take you into this story. With an open heart and a mind ready to receive the wonderful. Imagine a small, cozy room with soft golden light emanating from a table lamp, filling the space. And patiently, a man I'll call Michael, sits in a comfortable chair with his eyes closed and his breathing beginning to slow like gentle waves caressing the shore. I sit beside him with a gentle voice, like that of a close friend, guiding him into a state of deep relaxation. Michael, breathe slowly, I say, and as you exhale, let all your worries fade away like clouds dissipating in the sky. Imagine you are walking along a smooth path that leads you to a safe place where everything becomes clear. I watch him, his shoulders relax, his face is at peace as if he is returning to a familiar place in his soul. Michael came to me because of recurring dreams about a mountain. He said that in his dreams he felt an intense urgency, as if the mountain were calling to him. I don't know why, he told me before the hypnosis session, but I feel I must go there. As he sank deeper into the hypnotic state, I asked, Michael, where are you? What do you see? His voice was soft, slightly trembling, as if he were marveling at what he saw. I'm standing before a huge, ancient mountain. There's a light, like a doorway emerging from a crack in the rock. I encouraged him. Come closer, Michael. You're safe. Tell me what's happening. He took a deep breath, and his voice grew steadier, as if he were truly there. I'm not walking, I'm floating in. The light surrounds me, warm like a gentle embrace. I feel welcomed. I smiled, sensing the magic in his words. This wasn't just a memory, it was a vivid experience, as if Michael's soul were returning to a deeply familiar place. Now I'm in a large space, Michael continued, his voice filled with awe. It's not like a cave. It's illuminated as if made of light. The walls are smooth, shimmering as if alive. I don't see any doors, but I know I'm going in the right direction. Correct. I heard the emotion mixed with calm in his voice and knew we were embarking on a journey unlike any I had ever heard before. Michael continued his quiet yet detailed narration, as if reliving each moment. I go deeper into this space, he said, and everything expands before me. It's not an ordinary cave, it's vast, like an underground city built of light and crystal. The walls curve naturally, without straight lines or sharp angles, and emit a soft blue light, like the color of the night sky blending with the deep ocean. The light isn't harsh, instead, it seeps into every cell of my being, providing a warm sensation, as if I were being embraced by a living energy. I listened intently, taking notes on every word, because what Michael was describing matched many other stories I had heard from other patients. Tell me more about this place, Michael, I suggested. He paused, then continued. At the center of the base is a circular area with a large sphere floating in the middle. The sphere rotates slowly, emitting beams of multicolored light that project onto the walls, creating three-dimensional images, star maps, rotating planets, and even aerial views of Earth. There are no visible wires or machines. Everything seems to be controlled by thought. I simply think of a place, and the sphere immediately reveals it. This base, according to Michael, was built deep inside the mountain thousands of years ago, as a connection point between Earth and the universe. I see corridors leading to different rooms, he said. One leads to a technology room with tall, cylindrical devices that emit a soft hum, like the Earth's heartbeat. They aren't cold, metallic machines. They are alive, covered by a thin layer of energy, and when I touch them, I feel a flow of knowledge. The history of humanity, how we were seeded with life from distant stars. Michael described one particular device as a crystal desk where he placed his hands, and memories flooded his mind, images of spaceships landing on ancient Earth, bringing seeds of life and knowledge. The air at the base was clean and fresh, with a light scent of wildflowers, mingled with ozone after a rain. There was no noise, only a low, constant hum like the breathing of a giant creature. The energy here doesn't need fuel, Michael explained. It comes from the heart of the mountain and from the stars. Everything is connected by thin tubes of light that run through the ceiling and floor, carrying energy from one planet to another. He described an area like a garden where large crystals grew from the stone floor, glowing and healing anyone who came near. I feel my body lighter. All the old aches and pains disappear within minutes. As Michael ventured further, he encountered the first visitors. They appeared from a side corridor. He said in a voice filled with awe, but without fear. There are 3 of them, not 3 entities. They are much taller than me, about 2.5, with slender bodies and pale skin that shimmers like pearls. Their heads are slightly larger than human heads, and their eyes, or those eyes, are deep, silvery, without pupils, yet they see right through my soul. They wear simple suits woven from light that change color according to their emotions. Now they are a calm blue. These entities didn't walk, they floated gently as if gliding through the air. They greeted me with thoughts, Michael recounted. They weren't words, but a warm flow straight into my mind. Welcome back, old friend, they said. I felt as if I were reuniting with my family after years of absence. There was no estrangement, only pure love. I asked him how he felt at that moment, and he replied, absolute peace. My heart beat slower. All worries faded away. They explained that they were the guardians of this base, from a distant star system, and that they had been waiting for me for a long time. One of the entities, whom Michael called the guide because its mental voice was the clearest, led him to a chair made of energy that formed when he thought about sitting down. We are here to help, the entity conveyed. This base is a bridge where we observe and support Earth in times of difficulty. You have been here before in another life to learn about technology and bring knowledge. Michael nodded, tears rolling down his cheeks in a hypnotic state, as memories returned, images of him in another body, working with these devices, learning to heal with energy. Other entities joined one by one, slightly different in appearance, with glowing, golden, pale skin, transmitting images of the future, a greener Earth with humans living in harmony. They do not force, Michael emphasized. Everything is voluntary, full of love. They touched my shoulder gently, and I felt an energy that it dissolved the emotional blocks I carried from my current life. The sound of his communication was like soft music. His thoughts blended into a tranquil melody, making the space vibrate with harmony. Michael continued his journey deeper into the base with the entities guiding him. They took me to a special room, he recounted in a voice full of vivid detail. The room was oval with glass-like transparent walls that allowed a view of the mountain's interior, layers of ancient rock interwoven with veins of shimmering energy. In the center of the room was a bed formed from soft, cloud-like light. And when I lay down, it adapted to my body, adjusting to my breathing. The guide gently touched my forehead, and suddenly a warm energy coursed through my entire body from head to toe, dissipating all the tiredness and stress I carried from my daily life. The healing process was slow, but Michael described it as a river of light flowing through every cell. I clearly felt the emotional blocks, childhood fears, worries about the future. They gradually dissolved, replaced by a profound peace, as if I had been reborn. That light not only healed me physically, it touched my soul, clearing blurred memories. I saw a past life as an ancient scientist working at this base, collaborating with entities to develop technology that would help Earth against natural disasters. Michael paused, his voice trembling, as if that memory were coming to life before his eyes. Then he was taken to an area like a projection room where a large, three-dimensional energy screen formed in the air. The screen showed images of Earth from space. He said, I saw ocean cities, and then zoomed in on historical moments, ancient civilizations like Atlantis, where similar technology was used for healing and connection. The guide explained that this base exists to preserve that knowledge, and I was chosen to carry a portion into my current life. The experience lasted for hours in Michael's mind, but upon awakening from the hypnosis, it felt as if only a few minutes had passed. A striking moment occurred when the screen showed images of Michael's future, sharing this knowledge with others, helping them heal, which gave him a profound sense of purpose, as if his soul had found its purpose. His mission. The entities emphasized that this experience was not random. Michael had volunteered to come to Earth from a distant planet to assist in this transition. I was given a simple task, Michael recounted, to spread positive energy in daily life through words, actions, and love. No great technologies are needed. An open heart is enough to connect with the universe. He described the emotion as a warm stream flowing through his heart, dispelling all doubts and leaving an eternal mark on his soul. When the healing experience ended, the entities gathered around Michael, conveying a clear and loving message. "We are not alone," they said through thoughts, their voices resonating warmly in his mind. The universe is always watching over Earth, especially in difficult times, like now when humanity faces great environmental, social, and spiritual changes. This base and others like it around the world exist to support, not to intervene directly, but to guide through energy and knowledge. They emphasized that humanity is on the threshold of a new Earth, a positive transition phase where people learn to live in greater harmony with the universe, nature, and each other. The new Earth is not another planet, Michael recounted. It is the upliftment of this very Earth, releasing hatred, embracing love, and using positive energy to heal. Everyone has a role to play. Start with yourself, spread kindness, and connect with your subconscious to find your inner strength. The message was conveyed through images of people holding hands under a starry sky, with energy from the universe flowing down, making the Earth glow greener. Michael felt this message wasn't just for him, but for everyone. They said anyone can access this energy through dreams, meditation, or hypnosis, he recounted. The universe doesn't discriminate. Love is for everyone, and we just need to open our hearts to receive it. The entities concluded with a gentle reminder, "Remember, Earth is part of a larger cosmic family. We are here to help with all our love and patience." Throughout my years of work, Michael's story is not unique. I have met hundreds of patients who shared similar experiences, each with a unique detail, but all pointing to the same message of love and cosmic connection. Let me tell you about some other cases and stories I have recorded, just as they were told to me, so you can see that these hidden bases are not rare, but rather part of a supportive tapestry of extraterrestrial friends. One patient I remember clearly is a woman I call Anna, a simple name to keep her story safe and private. As always, I value every soul who enters this journey. In a hypnotic state, she described a similar base, but located deep within a mountain in Europe, to which she was guided through a hidden entrance behind a waterfall. "I saw walls that were not made of glass, but of living rock vibrating with energy," Anna recounted. "There was a human-shaped light entity there who led me to a body scanner that showed memories of a past life as an ancient healer using star technology to heal my village." One unique detail was a knowledge storage room in the form of light spheres, each containing the history of an Earth civilization. I was reminded that I offered to return to help humanity remember its origins. Anna awoke with a profound sense of healing and began sharing knowledge about healing energy in her community, similar to Michael's mission. Another case is that of a man named David, who came to me with dreams about volcanoes. Under hypnosis, he recounted being taken to a hidden base in an extinct volcano in Asia. The space was warmer, with energy pipes drawing heat from the earth, David described. He met a group of smaller entities with pale green skin and large eyes, who used a cylindrical device to project his memories onto a huge screen, images of him as an engineer from a distant planet, helping to build this base to monitor earthquakes and disasters on Earth. A special detail was an observation room where he saw small spacecraft entering and exiting, bringing information from other planets. They said this base is connected to a global network, and my task is to warn people about the balance with nature. David emphasized that the experience wasn't frightening, it was full of love, and he awoke with a new understanding of his role in protecting the environment. A third case came from a younger patient, a girl named Lisa, who saw herself at a hidden base in the Andes. The place was vast, with corridors leading to laboratories where entities studied life on Earth, Lisa recounted. I met a female entity with a soft, motherly voice, who led me to a pool of shimmering water. I submerged myself and saw memories of a past life as a shaman, using star energy to heal my tribe. A unique feature was a music room where the sounds of crystals created healing melodies, and I was taught how to use sound to balance energy in my current life. I was reminded that we are all part of the universe, and my mission is to bring that music to people. Lisa awoke with tears of joy and began composing spiritual music, spreading a message of love through sound. These stories, though different in details, from crystals to living rock, from scanners to pools, share a common thread: cosmic support, unadorned, without coercion, just loving guidance. I simply record what I am told, and through this, I see a clear pattern. These hidden bases exist to assist humanity on its evolutionary journey, reminding us of our origins and mission. Now that we have explored together the journey of Michael and others, through this hidden cosmic base in the mountain, let's take a moment to reflect on its meaning. Every memory, every experience I have shared is just a small piece in the grand tapestry of the universe, helping us to better understand who we are, our spiritual journey, and our connection to friends far away. These bases are not strange places. They are reminders that Earth is part of a great cosmic family where love flows eternally, supporting us through every challenge. You are never alone in this universe. We are always loved, watched over, and guided on our journey. Bring the positive energy of these stories into your daily life through a smile, a kind gesture, or simply by listening to your own subconscious. The universe is waiting for you to open your heart to receive that light. Thank you for joining me today. Carry the love and light in your heart, and if you can, share these stories with others so that the light may spread further.